A short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Winnie! You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Running, it's Drake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
At the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. I got you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here we go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
They're running it.
Now Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. the 30, past the 20, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Here we go. 180. Ricky.
Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Watch the run.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, it's complete to Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can't get past me.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Touchdown, Arizona. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Don't get nervous. Undercross.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you go into that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is born. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong...
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014, and remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down, and able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Arizona.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray being chased out left. He'll run it, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's got it to Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a give to Peterson running right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80!
He
don't know no better.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Pick, baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check 24, check 24. 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flag.